everybody, and welcome again to the Brookport Best Friends podcast. This is episode 8. I'm Brian.
I'm Brad.
And we're going to be talking for the next 2 hours about whatever pops into our little heads. New stuff, old stuff, whatever. I guess we'll start off by doing the usual. How was your week, Brad?
Hot as hell.
Yeah,
it was miserable hot.
There was 2 days where it was great. And it was like 75 and 78 was the high. I rode 30 miles on my bike that day, and I loved every minute of it.
30?
Yeah, I rode the loop 3 times as 12 miles, and I loved it.
Where's this loop at?
It's at my house.
Oh.
Start at my house, and it ends at my house. And it's like it's a country neighborhood like block or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got you. I didn't know if you were doing like the downtown loop.
I haven't been downtown again in a while since spring, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I really don't want to load up my bike and take it all the way downtown and unload it, and especially with it being 85, 90 every day, it's hell.
Even, what was it, been higher than that here lately? It felt like it yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, the heat index was like, what, 105, 110?
Oh, I was in a van in the back. It feels like an oven.
Yeah.
I had the air conditioner going full blast, nonstop, all day.
Down by the river?
By the lake.
Oh, well, it's technically a river. It's fed by a river, ain't it?
Yes.
You're living in a van down by the river.
And what is it? Gilbertsville. Where am I at? Catawba. I'm over by the lakes area, and they got their own microclimate.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely swelteringly hot, and the humidity is 1,000%.
Yeah. We've turned into a little rainforest, if you haven't noticed, too, because it rains at the end of every day or at the start of every day.
And it did the same thing last night. As soon as I was pulling up, it started getting dark off in the distance, and next thing you know, here comes the rain.
That sunset yesterday where it was orange and dark at the same time, I was like, what? This is tornado weather. And I went to sleep anyway because I was tired. I
was watching these clouds up there starting to turn. I was like, it got dark real fast. And these clouds are looking funny. I don't know what's going to go on. I had a weather alert on my phone. It says, stop what you're doing and check I ain't checking nothing. I got to get home.
Yeah.
It's getting dark.
That is something I hated about Honeywell too, is that every time it was like, all lightning within 5, no one's allowed to leave the building. Bitch, my shift is over. I'm going to the house. I mean, what are you going to do? Fire me over going home when I'm off the clock?
They did that to me too one time. They said, you got to stay in here until this clears. I was like, hey, look at that over there. And then I tried to escape.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what is going to happen. I'm going to the car and going home. My safety's my own concern when I'm off the clock.
It's like I already drove through the hailstorm and almost got blowed off the bridge there by mile marker like 30 or 28, somewhere around that area.
I don't know where that is.
That's my bad. It's up in the Catawba, Grand Rivers, all that, those exits.
Yeah, there's a truck driver out there somewhere going, yeah, I know where that is, brother. That's
I know what bridge you're talking about.
You better be careful on that bridge, brother.
It did it. That you could see the rain come at the bridge and then it went up and then over the side. And
holy shit.
It was weird. It was coming in sideways, and it was about to blow me off the side of it. I felt like I had to fight the wheel really hard, and the hail was coming down. It was awful.
I don't think I know I couldn't be a truck driver or a delivery driver or anything like that, because I'd be like, well, the day is done the moment something like that happens. I'm going home. The stuff is just in the van. You can deliver it yourself if you don't like what I'm doing.
Now, they do make you stop what you're doing if the weather it senses in your area is bad. They'll just make you stop, pull over.
Yeah.
And your phone won't work, so you can't deliver anything. You're just sitting.
They shut down your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
No more delivering. It'll tell you just shelter in place. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything until it clears up, and then it'll let you continue on about your way.
I guess that's okay. I'm yawning a lot. I guess that's okay.
They also make us take mandatory 10-minute heat breaks, and I'm like, well, as long as I'm getting paid for it, whatever.
That is good, but like, where are they putting you at to like let you take this heat break? You're just sitting in the hot van anyway.
Yeah, AC's cranked up full blast, full bore.
Yeah. They were supposed to do that at the plant too, yet somehow I'd be out there for 4 hours in the bullpen with no relief and being like, yo, where is everybody? Amazingly, we have 30 fucking guards and not one of them showed up to relieve me yet.
They're in the AC in there.
Yes.
And you're out in the sweltering heat.
Yes, that happened a lot. I came unglued at a supervisor once. Really gave him an earful. And I was like, at this point, I want you to take me before management because we're going to have a come to Jesus with the manager. And it did not go before management, and I never heard anything about it.
Well, were you getting relief then there afterward?
No, well, here's what we were doing, what is called a rail movement. And that's where we open the gates and the train comes in to pick up cars and it goes out to deliver cars. And you can't leave that post because the gates are open. You can't shut them and secure the facility. So you have to sit out there. And I was like, 1 hour rolls by, didn't have any relief. 2 hours rolls by, and I'm sort of losing my temper because I'm really hot now. And it was the hottest day of the year that year.
Of course.
I think the thermometer read 98, so the heat index was higher than that. And plus, I was in front of a hot diesel train on concrete, just standing there. No water, no shade, and this is the area of the plant that has zero shade. Like anywhere else, I could have found a tree or something like a building. No, there's no shade. So I was like, I called in Rio, yo, can we get some relief? We've been out here doing this rail movement for 2 hours, and they're not even stopping yet. And yeah, we'll get some relief out there soon, buddy. All right. So I sat there and 30 more minutes rolled by and I was like, yo, where is the relief? Oh, we ain't got no one available, buddy. We got, brother, you're blowing smoke up my ass. He's just saying that it was busy on the other side without knowing. Well, he didn't know, but he was just kind of effing dumb.
Right.
It's like, I can see the other bullpen. There's no traffic. There's not been any traffic for 2+ hours over there. You guys have been buttoned up snug as a bug in a rug over there in the AC, sipping on fucking Kool-Aid while we're out here baking. So send someone the fuck over here right now.
And did they ever send anybody?
No, he came and I yelled at him.
I
think because management told him to come relieve somebody. Because I was like, yo, we there's 3 of us, or there's 4 of us, I think. And we were all stuck there. And it was fucking swelteringly hot. I was like, yo, we need a cooler with some ice water or something. Like a little shade canopy, something going on over here. And I kind of blew up and I cussed him out pretty hard.
It takes 4 people to watch a gate.
Yep.
Okay.
There's 2 gates.
I got you.
And then you have a procedure that's got to be done to make sure that no one's sneaking in on the rail cars or some shit like that. So there's 2 people searching, and there's 2 people watching the gate to make sure no one's walking by while the other 2 are searching.
Make sure no hobos have
have
gotten on one of the train cars by accident.
Boxcar Willie's going to get a face full of radioactive fucking gas.
Well, this isn't where I expected to end up at.
Believe it or not, that's not the Big Rock Candy Mountain you've been looking for, my friend.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that. I wonder if that's still a lifestyle. The
hobo
Boxcar Willie.
I guess it is. There's a
riding the rails into the great unknown.
I
just
don't know.
Dropping wherever it takes you.
I don't know. That's not a lifestyle I've ever been interested in.
Well, there was a guy on YouTube, I will admit to watching a few episodes. I think it was over in Russia somewhere, and he would sneak on a train and he would show you where he was going, and he'd sneak off the train and then go into town and just tool around for a bit.
There was an American guy that did that too, and I think he ended up dying. Like, not from the rails. I think he just had assorted diseases. Again, his entire lifestyle was riding trains from all the way across the U.S. without any, like, what do you call that, shelter or anything like that. He'd just be like, this is a good boxcar to hop up into, and he'd get in, like, little crevices of it. I hope the old rail bull don't find me here. It'd be like, it'd just be him riding along. But yeah, I guess he was doing it. think he called himself something like Shoestring or something like that. Hobos have weird like code names for themselves.
It's almost like CB handle names.
Yeah, it is. Shoestring and bungee cord, explosive diarrhea, and all the things hobos get.
When my dad was a over-the-road truck driver, semi-driver, which is almost like being homeless or a hobo, just riding the interstate system across country. His handle was Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf. He had a little stuffed Papa Smurf plushie that he would take on the road with him, and he would use that as his handle.
Oh.
And I think the reason they called him that because his big old long white beard, like Papa Smurf had,
and he was short.
And he's not blue though,
No,
but he is short.
Old tan Papa Smurf.
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of amusing.
I have no idea what my dad's handle was. I really didn't care either. It was one of those things like I tried to show interest in it, and all I did was get yelled at, so I stopped giving a shit. One of those things. I was like, "What's this? How do I use it? Wow, this is cool. You can talk to people? Get off that. Don't touch that." Oh, God, I'd hate to mess up the channel you're on. There's 36 of them. You'll never find it again.
Well, you just can't take the knob and turn it one to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, one click, it's back to the way it was.
That's the one the cops use. I think all of them are the ones the cops use. They'll listen to whatever they want.
Yeah. I think they even will monitor the chatter.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my dad was telling me one time that the state trooper was like, "Y'all better slow down. I hear y'all talking."
Yeah, I don't.
I'm up at mile marker whatever, so I'm going to give you a heads up. Be slowed down by the time you get to where I'm at.
Yeah, there was an entire trucker culture in the 80s and 70s that came and went before my time, and I really did not show any interest or give a shit too much about it.
When I was working with the VA, taking the disabled vets to their doctor's appointments, I would talk to them, and believe it or not, about 75% of them became truck drivers when they came back. And these would have been Vietnam era soldiers, and I don't know what it was about Vietnam that made them like, well, I can't work a regular job, so let's get in a truck and just drive around. Yeah,
well, you're sort of isolated on your own, and you kind of like, you for the most part make your own rules while you're out there, as long as you aren't breaking the law. And
they're breaking the law.
Yeah, they were breaking the law.
That is for sure.
I mean, the 8-ball of speed was breaking the law.
You got to stay awake. You got to speed to get there.
Yeah, but
truck stop whores that may or may not be. Yeah, the lot lizard. If
you're running from your past. We're going to get to the next exit as soon as possible.
But yeah,
Cindy lives here. I don't like this truck.
No, I just thought it was interesting that most of them chose that career path after getting out of the military.
I imagine a whole lot of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans became truck drivers too, because a lot of this shit was driving trucks.
Yeah. I can see what you're saying.
You did nothing but drive in that fucking war. It was just you drove from Kuwait all the way to Baghdad. That's all you did.
And then right back.
Yeah, and back. And then in Afghanistan, you drove some more. So yeah, it was just like, well, I made shit pay to do it. I might as well make good pay to do it now.
We got all these trucks. We might as well use them.
Yep. I had never had any interest in being a truck driver. So, yeah, I didn't.
No, I went out with my dad on a run over the weekend one time, and I said, nope, this is not for me.
No.
I'll do short trips around home. None of this being out for 2 or 3 days.
No.
BS.
No, I think my dad wanted me to go on one real bad, and I think I got all the way to Brookport and was like, nah, this ain't for me. Fuck that. I'm bored already.
You went from Unionville to Brookport.
Yeah.
What's that? 4 or 5
miles? you've already smoked 2 packs on the way here. I really kind of want out. I don't want to be hot boxed in nicotine for fucking 300 miles. No, thank you.
Was he one of them that chain smoked?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't as bad as that, but it was pretty bad. And he still does it to this day, even though he can barely breathe. And I've got asthma. So it's like, man, you're just fucking my world up twice as bad every time you do this. So no, there's a reason why I don't want to be in the fucking car with you. I don't want to be in the house with you.
Well, back in the 80s, early 90s, it was still like okay. No, it wasn't okay, but it wasn't frowned upon like it is today to hotbox your kids in a car or even in the house. Like, at least my dad didn't smoke in the house.
I wish I was so lucky, man. The only time I got fresh air was when he left out to leave to go do a run. The rest of the time, I was like, well, I got to go sleep on the porch or something.
Well, yeah, I told you about my great-grandpa. He smoked King Edward cigars, and you'd have to army crawl because there was maybe a foot worth of space.
Yeah.
And you had to army crawl underneath the cloud of thick cigar smoke. The walls used to be white. Now they're kind of yellow.
Yeah, gross.
What is this?
Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, it was a disgusting habit. But anyway.
Like, open a door when you do this, man. Open a door.
No, man. My dad smoked inside, and neither me nor my grandma smoked, and it was her house, yet she couldn't put down the rule that you smoke in your own house, but not in here. And it's just every time he came home, he'd just sit there at the kitchen table, just chain smoking. It's like, this is fucking disgusting. It smells horrible. Like, my food is disgusting. It tastes bad now.
Yeah. Thinking about smoking sections back in restaurants, I was like, never gave it much thought because then I started smoking too later on in life. But looking back now,
those are disgusting, man.
I wish they never would have let that happen.
There's no reason to, man. It's again, like, as a kid, and you go to those places and there's just this funk cloud that you just hit, and even if you are in the next aisle or the next aisle over, you can still smell.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
Same with casinos; they'll have a smoking section.
Yeah,
but there's no wall. There's no partition. There's nothing separating you. So even if you're in the non-smoking area, you can still smell the smoke wafting over.
Yeah. Just a cloud of funk.
But the problem is it's steak and potatoes on the receiving end of those cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it smells so bad for everybody else.
Yeah. It is foul. It is foul.
Yep.
Man, just going near someone that's like, it's on your clothes, it's on your skin, it's in your hair. I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was one of the people that clapped when they said that they were going to ban it in all businesses.
Yeah.
I don't give two shits how you feel about that. I hope you're mad and I hope you die mad. How about that?
I was working at the porn store whenever they dropped that law. Because I was sitting there smoking inside.
Mm-hmm.
And now they were like, well, you got to go outside 15 feet away from the door. You mean I got to take a break? I can't just sit and blow smoke in the customers' faces anymore?
Yeah.
Boo.
Well, I don't think the customers are really classy enough to care.
Yeah, we still need to talk about the old porn store days.
We got a friend who's missing in action, and he hasn't returned calls. He hasn't sent texts. He disappeared about 6 months ago. If anyone has seen or heard of C.W. Bunyard, let him know that he's missing, and we miss him, and we're worried about him, and we love him very much. That if you have any information, please call 555.
Have you seen this boy?
I'm about to take out milk cartons with his face on it. 45-year-old man missing in action. Where the fuck is C.W. Bunyard at?
No, that is true. We need to get all of us sit down to talk about that. Very interesting time in all of our lives, I guess.
Yeah, all three of us have once worked at one of them stores, and it is a horror story, man. You want to talk about horror stories, brother? Ain't nothing on Halloween compares to working in one of them stores, because you were going to find every mutant, vampire, mummy, and weirdo I mean, you would be like, man, Igor is a prom king compared to these motherfuckers.
Right.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame is like, this man is a pinup model compared to these mutants that go to this port. Imagine, if you will, a people who have not figured out that the internet works yet. Now imagine they congregate in one spot and masturbate furiously all night. That's what a porn store is. Just a little clue as to what I'm talking about here.
That's the part that got me. Like, why are we still gathering? I guess it's a social thing, because
brother,
I've got the internet. I don't want to share my vices with all y'all.
No, there's no like, we're gonna go sit in a dark room and with a bunch of strangers and become aroused. I can't fathom the desire to do that.
I guess they're getting off on it being in public or whatever.
I guess
I don't know.
I hate them, and if you know anyone like that, please let them know that I hate them. Let them know that I despise every bit of who they are.
I had a young couple come in one night, and they were like, I want to go into the back theater. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you do not.
No.
You and your girlfriend need to stay out of there. Yeah. I'm going to save you. How much was it to even get back there?
I don't know.
$4?
Remember. I don't remember what I charged them.
I can't remember. I'm like, I'm going to save you the $8 or whatever for the both of you to go back there. And I'm just going to tell you right now, there's nothing worth seeing.
No,
it's not that I'm not letting you go back there. It's just I'm telling you, don't.
Yeah. Hey, you want to go sit on a sticky couch and go find one in the back alley? It's going to be more clean.
Or the plastic lawn chairs.
Yeah.
That were back there, those white ones. That's on everybody's patio.
Patio. Yeah. See, that's how little I know about that back room. I did not go back there once in my entire time working at that place.
I looked back there out of curiosity when that woman from Fancy Farm was cleaning it up.
Oh no, I just
kind of peeked around. And was like,
I didn't look ever. I was like, they were like, do you want to see in the back? No, I kind of don't. I don't want to see in the front. I wish I could do this job from my house, honestly. I hate this place.
Can I remote work the porn store counter?
Oh, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Anyone that walks in here, I'm going to tell them to get out. That's what I'm going to start to do. You were hereby banned from... I got in trouble for banning people from the porn store.
You were banning them left and right.
I was. I dropped the hammer hard on the frequent flyers because I hated them. I made one of them cry one night. That was kind of funny. We're telling porn store stories, even though we shouldn't. We're like, just gonna wait for see. You know what? I'm gonna march on with this. To hell with it. You know, we'll just do it anyway. We'll do it live. How about that? We'll do live. But yeah, I made the one guy cry. He was a frequent flyer. He came in there and he talked like Herbert the pedophile, and I'm not lying. He'd come in and start talking like this.
Oh, that guy from Family Guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I remember him.
So my first contact with him was I get a call. I'm sitting at the damn counter, and I think this was a month in, and he's like, hey, is anyone back in the theater? And I said, I don't know. Can you check for me? No. What do you mean, can I check for you?
What, are you going to go knock on the door?
Brother, you're here for the movie. You're not here for the people. I mean, it's... I realize this is some sort of weird pervert church back there that you need to make sure the congregating's gathering. But it's like, I'm not running back there to make sure your best friend's back there jerking and squirting already. I mean, I don't care. I don't care who's back there. He was like, oh, could you let me know when they'll get back there? No, I don't know who that is. I don't take names. I don't pretend you are even human when you walk in the store. So stop acting like I'm going to be like, oh, man, that's my old buddy Doug. He just came in here to have a jerk real fast.
They thought that we were their best friends.
Yes, they did. That was a mistaken identity if I've ever heard one, because I hated it. Again, I hated the people. I was mean. I was nasty. You're not very friendly. No, I'm fucking not, because you're a weirdo that jerks off in public. I'm not going to be friendly to you. You are a fucking weirdo. I hate you.
Although a guy did bring a pizza in one night.
Oh, hell no. I never ate anything off them people. Well, there was one manager that bring me in food, and she was a coworker. I was like, okay, this is okay. You're here for money just like me. You're not here for pleasure. That makes it different. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. The way she talked to us, she thinks she was there for pleasure, too.
I don't know. Well, I try not to think about it. I just kind of go along with the flow. But no, I never took food off it. There's another story, but let me finish my first story. Making the weirdo cry. I got a million of these fucking things.
We've got hours of material on this.
Well, he's like, okay. Well, he came in and he's like, well, what movie's playing back there? And I'm like, well, it's right up there on the wall. That's the rotation. And he's like, I don't like them movies. I was like, I don't care. I mean, that's what's been chosen by management. I don't care.
They just randomly pick stuff out.
Yeah. If I really wanted to make them mad, I'd pick the one with the plot, that Pirates movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would drive. If I wanted them to go home, I'd put on Pirates and they'd stomp out. They would stomp like toddlers that I just canceled recess. And just, I don't like that movie. That's why it's 1:00 in the morning. It's time for you to go bait in bed. Goodbye.
Cinematography of that movie was superb.
I never watched it. I didn't watch any of that trash. I hated every minute of that place.
Well, we had to preview the first few seconds, I guess, of the movie just to make sure that it, worked.
Yeah.
And then hit play.
Yeah, that I guess I did watch that part. But it was a very plot-heavy movie, and they all hated it. And that's what I liked about it, is because they all hated it.
Right.
I think when I was getting ready to quit, this is a different story, but I'm going to tell it anyway because it's short. I was getting ready to quit. I no longer liked the job. I was like, I hate this place. They think I'm going to work on Christmas. They are deeply mistaken that I'm going to work. I'm not going to work in the jerk cut on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, you fat weirdo. It is not happening. So I put in Beavis and Butthead as their movie. And the first thing is like, well, this ain't a porn movie. What's going on? You got the wrong movie. I was like, yeah, I don't care. You're watching Beavis and Butthead tonight. Yeah, I'm going to tell manager on you. I'm quitting. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you can tell them whatever you want, bud.
I don't remember that story.
That was like right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I had the big falling out with management, like the district manager, because he came in and was like, pretended to be a customer. And he's like, hey, I can't get the preview booth to work. Can you help me? And I said, oh, you just stick the thing. I tried to help him, like, legitimately. I was like, man, if the card ain't working, like, jiggle it in there a little bit. I had no clue. I'd never used that piece of shit thing. I don't know how it works.
I didn't look in there either.
And I was like, you just do that. If it don't work that time, come back. I'll try again. He came back, and I had like a line of people. Like, it was a busy, like, Friday night. And hey, can you please help me? I can't get this. I was like, sir, buddy, I've got a line almost out to the goddamn door of weirdos. The Mutant League has officially came to the store. Let me get these scurvy, weird bastards out of my way, and I'll deal with you. Well, he's like, you're very rude to customers. He wrote me up for a bunch of stuff. You're rude to customers. You refuse to help, blah, blah, blah. I said, you deal with them. You deal with these weird fucks that are asking you, is there any couples back there in the theater tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got any little boy movies?
That guy.
That question was legitimately asked to me.
Wait, what?
Do you have any little boy movies we can watch?
What?
That was asked to me by Herbert the pedophile. Yes.
Oh.
I told him, you're banned. Get the fuck out.
He's banned.
That's what I made him cry about.
He never asked me for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of had my suspicions about his hard drive.
Yeah.
But that question was never.
He was a regular, and he called a bunch asking me if there was couples back there or specific dudes back there. And that I was already tired of his shit, because I'm like, man, I'm not your fucking pimp. I'm not going to hook you up with people. Either come in or don't come in. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he called up he came in and asked me that. And that was like the final straw. Like I slammed my fist on the counter. I said, you're I said a few choice words to him. I said, get the fuck out. You're disgusting. Never come back. You're banned. You don't come back on my shift, period. And he cried because of that. Shed tears. I'm going to call the manager. I said, call him. Call him. We'll call the police.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I'll call the cops because you're asking about little boy movies, and that is
Well, I think
not cool.
He was a convicted sex offender to begin with. So.
Well, he's got to be.
Yeah, well, he was trying to get me in trouble, and he's like, I got a relative that works for Paducah. And I said, good. I'll let them know what you're doing, and then I'll publicize all the shit you've said and let them know that their cousin's a pedophile. How about that? And I don't know what happened. I quit like a month or two later. So it's like, who cares? I didn't figure out what happened. But yeah, that was one of the breaking points of that job. Was like, on the one hand, I literally sat there and ate Papa John's pizza and watched like movies, not like porn movies, but actual movies all night for my job when no one was in there.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you were literally, again, you were herding the special short bus in and out of the masturbatorium all night, and I hated it.
I got that question a lot. Is there any couples in the theater?
Yeah, couples guy. That was another guy, couples guy.
I think he got lucky one time in 1985. He's been trying to relive that experience every day since then, just chasing that one magic moment.
Yeah, the one time he hit the lottery and walked in when there was a swingers group back there, and he's been like chasing the lightning ever since.
Yeah, because we had that magazine that was the Paducah Swingers Club magazine.
Yeah.
And I believe at the time we were working there, it was like a $12 magazine.
Yeah.
Which was a lot.
Yeah.
And he's like, can we open it? Because number one, we had to melt seal the plastic around all the magazines.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted me to open it.
Yeah.
The Swingers mag, the local Swingers mag, to see who all was in it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not opening it. You got $12 in tax. You can find out for yourself.
I heard he was an owner of a car dealership in Paducah somewhere.
Oh.
I don't know which one. And I don't remember his name. I know he's dead already. But yeah, he owned a car dealership, so he had the money. But yeah, he could. Hey, there any couples back there? I'm up here at the lake. I want to know if I need to come back or not. I'm like, man, what? Are you seriously basing your Saturday night fun time on if there's a pair of fat sweat hogs in the back?
Like you said, he's trying to capture that lightning in a bottle just one more time.
It was positively disgusting to think about, but no. I wish that we would just ban porn stores and those places from orbit.
From what I've known now, it's mostly just like a lingerie and adult toys. They don't do the movies so much anymore.
Well, that's probably a vast improvement.
Yeah,
because like the fun parts of that job was when like a what do you call it? A bachelorette party would come in, and that was so fun to mess with them.
Oh yeah.
But like the rest of the time, it was just like, oh God, I'm scraping the walls of a sewer. This is my employment right now.
Like one of the peak moments was a girl from high school came in and bought one of those marital aids or massager, however you want to call it, and you have to put the batteries in to test it to make sure it works before it leaves the store because no returns.
Yeah.
You know why.
Yeah.
And so you're sitting there looking at this girl from high school going, dang, I know what you're doing.
I know what you're going to be doing.
So then I put the batteries in and threw it on the counter and watched it, shake around.
Yep. I had like quite a few of those bachelorette parties where they do that very thing, buy that. And I just turn it on and leave it and just pretend like it's perfectly normal. Just keep ringing them up and just have a dead face. Be like, that'll be 2436. It's just literally a jackhammer going down the street basically on its own.
What are y'all doing tonight? Knocking down drywall?
Yeah. Got some construction work to do. Gonna break some concrete.
All the while that thing's just buzzing around the counter.
Yeah. Sounds like a 747 prop plane taking off.
Well, it would have been even funnier if you would have had set of those little. Remember the chattering teeth that you wind up, like put that next to it, like trying to chase it around. Oh man, we almost want to go work there again for like a night just so I can do some funny stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the fun parts. Again, dealing with the dregs of society was not the fun part.
No.
It was the regular people dipping their toes into the exotic was the real fun. It was like, oh, I get to mess with them a little bit. You joke around. They go home. You go home. That's the end. It was the frequent flyers that was like, God, I hate my life. I hate their life even more.
Oh, yeah. I get you.
Yeah, but couples guy was, and then there's one guy that was, I called the scent slug, because he left a trail everywhere he went with how bad he smelled. Like you could follow him through the entire store and know exactly what aisles he went down because of the way it smelled.
Yeah, it could be fine 1 second, and then you cross where he crossed, and it's like hitting a wall of stench.
It was fucking foul. God, was it bad. I mean, and you knew he was there because he didn't like bathe. He was, I don't know what job he did, but it was something filthy.
It wasn't a smell that I could recognize, just extreme body odor.
It was just hard ass BO. Like, I don't know if he was one of those weirdos that thought he was scent maxing to maximize his attractiveness or whatever.
Like pheromones.
Yeah. Brother, it's BO. You stink.
Yeah.
But you could smell, and he had a tendency to like waller on the counter every time he came in. He'd be like, and lay across it. I need one for the. Now he's going back in the theater. Like, on the one hand, this smelly MFers in the store. On the other hand, he's about to scent bomb everyone in the back, so they're getting what they deserve a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna go have a friendly tug of war with Cyclops and get even more sweaty in the back. And I don't know how those pathetic fools back there stomached it, but it was the most. I can't imagine it was like. I don't even know what the words to say. It could peel paint. Is the best I can say.
Yeah.
Scent slug came in. It was like, oh no.
Just imagine being the regular and like, here he is again.
Yeah. Here comes sweaty man tits walking into the damn door. Mind if I have a seat next to you?
Like I had to hold my breath for half an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, man, there ain't enough Lysol under the counter.
Oh God, no.
Because his grease had like put his scent all over the counter too. It was just foul.
Yeah,
God,
everything he did touch or came in contact with had to smell.
Yeah, man, it was. I can't. Again, it was a level of disgusting that.
What was it? Tron has got those laser bikes that leaves that trail behind him.
Yeah.
Then you can walk into it and just explode.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how he was.
Yeah, his smell, you walked into it and you wish you'd explode.
Yes.
It's just, ugh. He was foul, man. And he like walk around and he was like, he'd try to get the same movies every time leaving too. So it was like, oh, those things are going to be fucking disgusting when they come back. And I'm glad I don't have to deal with them.
I hated rotating the movies.
Yeah.
Whenever a new shipment would come in.
I don't think I even did that.
Well, I didn't want to, but one of the supervisors was there, and she's like, you need to make room for this, like 4 or 5 movies. And that meant I had to take every row and shift it over. Just for 5 movies.
No. I think I just, on the back.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
On the back wall.
I don't think I did that either.
Yeah.
There's lots of stuff I neglected at that job intentionally.
Well, I played the, what was that called? A little Game Boy thing.
Yeah.
I played the Minish Cap, The Legend of Zelda, every night. And even the district manager you're talking about, he came in one night and he just looked at me, and they had a no games playing policy.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't say anything to me. I was just sitting there playing. He's like, what are you playing? I was like, Minish Cap, Zelda. He's like, cool.
Yeah.
And then he proceeded to go hit on these 2 girls that were in there.
Oh, that was the guy that like almost lived at the tattoo parlor next door.
Yeah,
He was different than the manager that wrote me up.
I don't guess I ever met him.
This guy was serious business. The local manager,
Oh.
yeah, he barely came in when I was around.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't like me, and the feeling was mutual, so I didn't care. It's like, brother, you live in a tattoo parlor. Take a fucking bath. Cut your hair. Get a job.
Yeah, every time he'd show up, he would always spend more time over there
Yeah.
at the tattoo parlor than in the store managing.
Yeah, no, I barely saw that guy. It was some dude in he wasn't a suit and tie, but it was a button-up shirt and a polo, and he was ultra serious about his business. And I was like, I don't give a shit about this place, man. You are deeply mistaken of the nature of give a fuck I have about a porn store.
Well, now that you say something, because a gentleman was asking about particular lubes and the like what they're made of, because he said his wife had some allergies to certain materials that the lube's made out of, and I'm like, I don't know.
Flip it over and read the back.
I don't know, man. He's like, well, you work here. I was like, yeah, but I'm not a lube expert.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We make $5 an hour. Do you think we give two shits about whatever these products do and are?
Well, it's not like whenever the new lube comes in, they're like, okay, well, this is made with propylethylene glycol and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. No, it's a little pouch of Chinese-made grease.
Yeah. Brother, you're lucky it's not acidic as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Try it. If she... I don't know.
You might need to go to the doctor afterwards if you use half this crap.
Probably.
But yeah, no, again, that's like the corporations are funny like that. They really, really, really think you should care about their bullshit as much as they do when you don't make the profit off of what they do. It's like, I'm here to run the register. That's it. You're paying me just enough to show up and run the register.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing a single second of work past that. I'm not doing a single above and beyond that.
I'm not bringing my work home.
No.
Well.
No. I'm not.
Yeah. I brought a movie home once.
No.
Watched it and I was like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. What's with all this acting?
The plot. See, you've done made porn bad. The plot's bad and the acting's bad and everything's bad. Speak to what you're good with.
How did we get off on that topic?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't either.
But we were talking about CW missing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then we started talking about stories, and I told a couple, and I've got a lot more.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And they're all horrible. It's mostly me going, and I hate that person, and I hope they died.
They were banned there shortly after.
Yeah, I banned Herbert the pedophile, and I didn't ban Sit Slug because he is my biological weapon against the back.
Yeah.
The human swollen testicle, I didn't ban either. Is that big fat guy that had open sores all over him?
Yeah.
And he'd come in and he'd lay on the counter too, like being upright was such a struggle. Yeah, breathing through his mouth.
Oh my God.
I was going through back. You need to check into the ER, not check into the jerk shack, my friend.
My
you
God,
need to,
yes.
you need to go to the doctor. But yeah, he was disgusting, man. And walking around with open wounds all over him, and
He had leprosy on his head.
Yeah.
I mean, his balding head. It
Yeah.
just looked disturbing.
yeah, didn't he just wear bib overalls too? That was all he wore. That and a t-shirt.
I don't remember the outfit because I could not get my eyes off of his disgusting looking head.
Yeah, he looked like a giant, swollen, ruptured testicle. Just sores all over him with two little baby arms flailing around.
Speaking of CW, I think he drew a picture of that guy. It did look pretty accurate. With the leprosy head and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. That guy was disgusting. He wasn't as bad as the others, but he was offensive to the sight and sound, that was for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he, again, didn't call up and be like, is the couples in the back? And you You know anybody that can develop 8mm film for me?
Oh no.
I don't.
After watching that movie 8mm, I don't even wanna.
I've never seen it. I don't want to see it.
It's about snuff.
Yeah, well, I have no doubt that this creepy weirdo was hoping someone could develop a snuff film for him.
Or something even
Worse.
Yeah.
I
CP snuff.
I rarely say openly I wish for the death of someone else, but I'm not going to say it now. I'm just going to deeply imply it, just like I just did. I'm not saying that if his head was missing from his body, it'd be a wonderful thing.
And nothing of value was lost.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to say that I flushed turds and felt worse about it if I heard he was dead. But I will. If you give me half a chance, I will.
But I can't believe somebody asked you that.
Yeah.
I did one night have somebody ask about mail company for the night, and they were willing to spend up to $200.
Holy shit, hell no.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, my man. He's like, just someone come hang out. I'd be willing to pay $200, up to $200 for some, just some company. No. I was like, well, this is a setup, number one.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to play dumb. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Yeah, no.
I don't know who you think you're calling.
Some days I thank God that I'm ugly. And shit like that don't happen to me.
Oh, what? Yeah, I got phone calls from couples asking me to come over and join in.
I did have that once.
Yeah.
And I think it was the same group of people. They were like, what time are you getting off? And I was like, I don't know.
Not 5 minutes after I get home.
Yeah, as soon as I get to the house. No.
And nowhere near you all. And that was the thing, because I kept trying to think of who came in that night.
Yeah.
And why would they be wanting to invite me over? Well, I know why they wouldn't invite me over.
Yeah.
But I just did.
Yeah, that's like I did too. I reviewed the night in my head, and I was like, there's not a single person who I would want to single with, let alone spit roast or freaking Eiffel Tower or whatever they got planned.
Cuckold.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I do not want to make love to your land whale wife, nor do I want to push her back into the ocean when I'm done.
Yeah, there was no 10 hot blonde bombshells that came in tonight. So no, I will not be coming over to your hotel room
to go back in time to a reference. The party bus never showed up there either. I mean, it was always around the corner for everybody else, but no, the party bus never showed up at the old porn store. The short bus, yes.
Yes, plenty of short bus action.
The county jail prison bus, yes, also, but no.
Oh, and the what was the mental health facility?
Oh, hell, I don't remember.
Easter Seals?
Yeah, well, that's for mentally challenged people, not like mental health. Like, you talk about crazy people?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, wherever he was from, there was one of them guys that used to sneak out, I guess, after lights out, and he would come over, and he was just absolutely batshit crazy.
Oh, no.
And he would sit there and...
Oh, I think I do remember.
Do you remember him?
The guy was rambling incoherently about stuff.
It was always something different. And I never kicked him out because I was like, well, this is free entertainment.
Yeah.
And it's late at night, and usually there's nobody in there.
Mm-hmm.
So one night he was talking about King Kong Superman.
That's it, King Kong Superman. I was trying to think of the nickname we gave him.
Because that night, he was like, you know who the president is? And I was like, who is the president? He was like, King Kong Superman. and you think he'd give out free money to a white guy like me. And then he followed this couple around. He's like, I like them Asian movies. You like them? I like the Asian girls in them movies. And I didn't say anything. I was just wanting to see the reaction of the couple to this guy. Like, well, how are they going to handle this situation?
Man, you're already nervous as fuck in that store because it's like, man, this is a weird perverted place and we're only in here to look around. And now you have the village idiot stalking you. I'm a tree wizard. Alabama. That's Alabama. It's like, oh, why? Can I just shop for my perverted bullshit in peace?
Me and my wife are trying to get freaky, and this guy is hovering around us talking about Asian porn.
You know, honey, maybe a little butt stuff ain't so bad after all than dealing with this lunatic. You go wild.
What are you talking about? Trying the pegging?
yeah, I guess.
I hope I'm not allergic to this lube. Sir, do you know what this lube is made of?
Jalapenos. What do you think, idiot? No. You can taste test it. Yeah, take a little bit, drink it. See what happens.
Blech.
Yeah, disgusting. You got the edible panties and shit like that. Ugh.
What? I think that was just basically like a fruit roll up.
It is. It was a fruit roll up
in the shape of
but
a
it's
fair
like,
underwear.
It's sitting in plastic, like in a porn store for months.
God knows how long.
And you're gonna knowing the people that come in there again, they probably won't notice the difference.
I wonder if there's a Best Buy date on those.
I don't know.
Like an expiration date, like they have produce.
I don't know, man. I just buy a pack of fruit roll-ups and be creative. Just don't bother with that crap, man. You're gonna eat. You are literally gonna eat mold, is what it's saying.
Or I don't even know what it's made out of. I didn't even think it was fruit roll-up. I thought it was more plasticky.
I don't know. I never ate it. I never looked at it. I never bought it.
They never had any. Were like, let's try out the edible underwear so we can give the people like an idea as to what it's like.
Oh, no, because they knew we'd all get sick as fuck and go home and they'd be working all night.
Yeah. Let you work Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to work Christmas. You're wrong.
No.
Number one, you're wrong about that. I don't have to do anything.
That was the thing. I called them back trying to get my job back there, and they said, well, okay, your start date could be Christmas. I was like, no, that ain't going to happen.
No, that's not happening. Yeah, they told me I was going to be working Christmas, and I said, guess again. And they're like, well, I worked Thanksgiving, and I was mad as hell about that because Thanksgiving's like one of my two favorite holidays. Eating holidays is like, that's for me, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to eat all kinds of home-cooked meal and like cakes and pies. I'm in heaven. Christmas, I'm like, well, there's a lot of gift giving and a lot of stress, and I got anxiety about that stuff. I can miss a Christmas, but I'm not going to miss a Christmas in a GD porn store, my friend. There's no way that's happening. I'm not going to come in here and herd perverted jerk fests while Jesus' birthday's happening. It's not happening. Shut the damn store down. You're only going to make $14 that day anyway because it's going to be two weirdos that come in.
And you're going to lose it by paying my salary or my wages.
You're paying me for 8 hours. You're paying for the lights. Just shut the damn store down. Lock it down. It's one day a year.
Even with the most evil corporations, they shut down some of them up. Some of them on Christmas.
Yeah.
So you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. You mean to tell me that everywhere else in the world can shut the fuck down for Christmas, and Jerk Nation can't shut down for the 12 to 24 hours.
Let them do it at home.
Yeah.
Where you should be doing it at.
If they want to jerk off and cry, they can do it in the luxury of their own home. But most of them are homeless, or living in like, what is that place? The Krypton house or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
I hate them. I hate them. I hate these people.
I don't know, man. I just don't. On some hand, I kind of feel sorry for some of them.
Yeah.
And I never kicked them out. I never banned anybody.
Well, I am a heartless person.
Like most of the people you tell me you kicked out, I was like, you mean so-and-so?
Yeah.
What'd you kick him out for?
Because he asked me if I could develop snuff films and find him little boy movies.
That, yeah. No.
I really wanted to do worse, but I wasn't willing to go to prison for it. So
no one really got to that level with me, thank God.
I guess they just thought I was a weirdo too because I was quiet. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I actually watched Apocalypto like 300 times in that store because I didn't have a lot of DVDs. So every time they come in there, I was watching Apocalypto. So it's like, yeah, you guys watches people getting killed all the time. He's got to be a weirdo too. No, I've already watched Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back 3,000 times. I've seen Braveheart 3,000 times. Yeah. And I have a little portable DVD player. It's not like I'm bringing an entire library. I watched every episode of Beavis and Butthead 700 times.
Yeah.
What more can I do?
Like I said, I had that Nintendo or that Game Boy.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. The one that flips out.
Yeah, I love that thing. Like,
DS.
I wish I had one of those when I was in there. I think I borrowed yours one or two nights.
I borrowed your portable DVD player.
Yeah, and then that thing was awesome.
Yeah.
Just sit there and watch that. What are you watching? Mind your fucking business.
I don't even know what I would have been watching.
Mine was usually the Time Life Beavis and Butthead movies. They released those episodes of Beavis and Butthead on the DVDs. You get like 10 episodes of DVD or whatever. I love those. And then I'd watch Apocalypto about 100 times. Watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back 100 times. Lord of the Rings. I watched that nonstop.
Well, each one is like 3 hours. So.
Yeah, that's why I loved them. It's like they took up half the damn ship.
Right.
But yeah, they're pretty good. But guess what time it is?
No, what time is
It's the 55-minute mark.
Oh,
Talking about degens and perverts. Times fly.
Yeah, we could spend more than 55 minutes talking about that.
I guess we can.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I hope I ain't offended too many of you degenerate perverts in this place. I want to hold your head underwater. But yeah, we're still going to take a break, enjoy the music, and we will see you in a little bit. Bye.
Walk in the front door to this rundown porn store. Smell hits me like a ton of bricks. Customer service is the name of the game, but the people just make me sick. Wanna get back in my car and go home. I hate this sin. Every moment I spend another reason to end my shit before it begins. Minimum wage, maximum rage. I'm one bad look away from clocking out. Minimum wage, maximum rage. If your mouth off once, I'm shutting you down. I don't make enough to care, so buyer beware. Minimum wage, maximum rage. Gotta work to make a buck, but oh my god, this job freaking sucks. Gotta find something better than this. My job's before I kinda miss. The grass is always greener, but I am getting meaner. Minimum wage, maximum rage. I'm one bad look away from clocking out. Minimum wage, maximum rage. If your mouth off once, I'm shutting you down. I don't make enough to care, so buyer beware. Minimum wage, maximum rage. 10 till close and the fluorescent hum. I'm counting change with my jaw locked up. If I make it through this hour, I'm gone. I'm gone. Out the door. Every night could be the last one. Minimum wage, maximum rage. I'm one bad look away from clocking out. Minimum wage, maximum rage. If your mouth off once, I'm shutting you down. I don't make enough to care, so buyer beware. Minimum wage, maximum rage. Given all that I know, the clock is ticking slow. Don't give a crap about your complaints. Your problems are more than just the stains. Why is my luck bad? It seems it's never the Dutch bikini time. Minimum wage, maximum rage. I'm one bad look away from clocking out. Minimum wage, maximum rage. If your mouth off once, I'm shutting you down. I don't make enough to care, so buyer beware. Minimum wage, maximum rage.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the little stretch and the music. As usual, this is the Brookport Best Friends podcast, and I'm Brian.
Brad.
And this is hour 2, talking about the most disgusting subhumans of Paducah, Kentucky, the porn store.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
It's like kind of like licking the bottom of the dumpster to say you enjoy fine dining just because it's out behind the Ritz-Carlton.
They have the best dumpster pudding.
Yeah. I hate those people. I said that about 500 times, but yeah, that we both worked at that store, and it was horrible. It was started because one of our other friends worked at the store, and he started telling us stories about it, just like casually mentioning it. And I was like, oh, I'm in college right now. This is a good part-time job. I'll just see if I can work there. That's what I did.
I did it. I was in between jobs. I had quit one and needed something kind of fast to fill the gap before I found something
A
else.
stopgap, basically.
And that same friend, I was like, oh, I used to go into the store and hang out and just talk with him for hours. It seemed like.
Yeah, we started hanging out with him over there and talking and bullshit. And it was a lot of fun when you could leave whenever you wanted to, but not so fun when you're stuck there for 8 hours.
Yeah, up until what was it? 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 1 in the morning. Jesus, that was miserable.
Every time I'd see 12 o'clock roll around, I was like, this next hour is going to drag on forever.
Yeah, I started shutting down a little earlier. I think at some point I was shutting down at 12:30 and locking the door and going home.
Well, there ain't much you can do in. Well, I take that back. I was getting ready to say there's not much you can do in 30 minutes, but there's a whole lot.
There's people that would come in there and stay all night.
Yeah.
Like just hanging out in the back. I hate those people.
They would go in, come back out, and be like, I got to go get something to eat, or I got to smoke a cigarette, or whatever. And I think it was like $1 re-entry fee.
Yeah.
And they'd spend $5 to $10 sometimes just getting back in there.
Yeah, what kind of weird fucking secret club meeting are they having in the back?
I don't know. I didn't want to know. I don't know either. I mean, they could be making life-changing decisions going on, but they use this as like a cover.
Yeah, I highly doubt those people were making any life-changing decisions back there.
I don't know, but it seemed like everybody that came in was a cartoon character.
Yeah.
You could make one of them is a Family Guy cartoon.
Yeah, we're not exaggerating on that guy. He sounded like that. He talked like that. He looked like that.
Like it.
The only thing is that he was a little bit younger, so he didn't have a walker.
Yeah,
that was it. Everything else, he had the big thick glasses. He had a big weird hook nose, and he had curly like salt and pepper hair. He was hunched over. And he'd come in and, how you doing?
The voice was spot on.
He did. He wasn't doing it on purpose, because when I made him mad and made him cry, he kept doing the voice. So it wasn't like it was like a big joke on me. It was this dude was legitimately Herbert the pedophile.
I didn't know if that was like a prerequisite for being a pedophile. Like you had to talk like that,
yeah.
Look like that. I was like, how did Seth MacFarlane? Wait. Who did Family Guy?
I think it was Seth MacFarlane.
I always get Todd McFarlane and Seth MacFarlane confused.
There's a lot of McFarlanes in cartoons.
Yeah, one did comics, the other does
Spawn.
Yeah.
The Spawn.
That's okay. That's.
And he talks like this. I love the Spawn. He come over to your house and rip your face off. That's a Spawn.
Image Comics guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And no, but yeah, Herbert looked like that, and that's the reason why we called him Herbert the pedophile, because he fit. He was the mold for which that cartoon character was made.
It had to have been. I don't know. Seth MacFarlane must have been in town. He stopped in the store one night and he was. Any couples in the theater?
You didn't happen to bring your wife, did you? I know he was a registered sex offender. Everyone in the store.
It could be a show.
Yeah, all the faculty was like, yeah, he's a registered sex offender. I think this is the only place he can go in old Paducah or whatever. And it's like, I know one place he can go. It's at the bottom of the Brookport Dam. There's a spin cycle down there. I'd like him to see.
There's a catfish down there big enough to swallow him whole.
They'd spin him back out. I mean, there's a bottom feeder, but even he knows not to eat the trash like that.
Yeah.
The BMW catfish would be like, oh no, I'm a connoisseur. I don't eat trash like that. Yeah, he was a disgusting human being. There's quite a few of them. Yeah, there was Couples Guy, there was the Herbert pedophile, there was the Scent Slug, there was the human ruptured testicle. And there was one couple that came in. They're both morbidly obese and
No.
very stinky and dirty. And
I don't remember them.
I try not to. They usually be leaving about when I'd come in. So I guess their activities was
daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were night shift.
Yeah, we were night shifters, which I don't. We're both men, so yeah, they put us on night shift because the crew was a little bit suspicious past dark.
Yeah.
Really didn't want to.
Yeah, once the sun goes down, that's when all the crews come out. And I remember one day a young lady came in. She was kind of cute. And she said, "Boy, I sure would love to have a job like this. This would be fun." And I looked at her and I was like, no, take that back. You do not want to work here.
No, you don't.
It may look fun from a perspective of you actually not having to deal with these creatures on a daily basis.
Yeah, no.
Half of them wouldn't even bat an eye at her.
No.
Because wrong sex.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a very much a very gay hangout place too. It was like there's a couple guys that used to work at the Red Lobster that would come in after shift in their uniforms, and one of them could not stop fucking talking. You remember that guy? Boy, I just got off shift. I just gotta get there. Where's my movies at? He'd go back there and get like the gay interracial porn, and I'm gonna watch this tonight. Jesus, bud, chill out. I don't care.
Yeah, I do remember one guy. He was specifically in the black guys.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he had the like bleach blonde hair. It looked like a drug addicted Eminem almost.
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide blonde. Did you ever try that?
Excuse me.
Your hair was always kind of dirty blonde anyway.
No,
to begin with, but you never.
I dyed it black when I was zombus, but
I do remember that.
But no, I never dyed my hair any weird colors or tried any of that.
I couldn't remember if you went more blonde or
no. I had long, dirty blonde, sandy blonde hair, and it went all the way down to my lower back at one point. And then I dyed it black when I was zombus and wrestling, and then the Air Force took it away, and they forgot to give it back whenever I've been bald ever since.
Hey guys, a little on the top here.
Yeah. Now you return everything to me when I get out, right? Who the hell told you?
Nobody. No. What I want to know is how long can your hair be after you get out of basic and when you're doing your regular duties and your job?
Oh, it has to be regulation.
So they have a regulation hair length?
Yes. Yeah, it has to be conservative, and it has to be a certain length if you're male. If you're female, it can't go below your collar. I think. Well, I never had to learn female, so I guess something I don't worry about. But yeah, it had to be regulation. Had to be fit all the standards.
Gotcha. Because I know, what is it, North Korea? They got maybe 5 or 6 different hairstyles for both men and women.
Yeah.
You choose from.
Yeah, well, the military's not very different. You got your choice between bald, high and tight, and comb over, and that's about it. And I chose bald, and the Air Force chose it for me, and my genetics chose it for me third. And that's how it went. I had high and tight for a little bit, and then I looked up there, and I was like, man, I see more daylight in air. It's time for it to give up the ghost, and that's what I did.
We all succumb to it one of these days.
Yeah. They took it off my head and they grew it on my ass. What a bunch of weirdos.
I was going to say face because your beard game is going pretty good.
I have the longest beard I've ever had in my life.
I always remember you not having one.
I've not had, well, that's the thing is I've always had a job that prohibited me from having facial hair. Like the Air Force wouldn't let me have it.
Right.
And then I got out and went to the Army Corps of Engineers. I barely grew a little bit of one. And they're like, yeah, I keep it in somewhat regulation to work here. I was like, okay. So I just basically have a little light buzzing.
In order to wear a respirator,
yeah,
you have to maintain that.
Yeah, at Honeywell, I had to have a respirator, so I had to clean shaven.
Yeah.
So almost 20 years of not having facial hair, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go. There's no regulations now.
See what happens.
Yeah, now it's down to my damn chest, and I'm like, well, when it gets down to my navel or I hate it, I'll chop it off, whatever. And that's the way it's going. And there's a guy that lives up the road. Those guys, hey, wild man, what are you doing? And I'm like, God, fuck off.
Wild man.
He calls me wild man every time he stops. And I'm like, is it because I don't look like a homeless person or like a woodland person? It's not like I'm walking around in deer pelts and stuff like that with a spear. It's just got a long beard. That's it.
My beard used to be about your length.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
And one day somebody asked me if I was Jewish. Like Hasidic Jews, do they have beards and
Yeah.
the little curly things?
They got the curly things that run down the side of their face. I think that's the regulation. I think the beard is optional.
That's what the lady, I guess, was getting at. But I was like, no, I'm not. I just happen to have a beard that's longer than usual.
Yeah, no. That's weird. Like, I look at my beard in the mirror all the time, and I'm like, I look like a crazy homeless person.
But, well, why did we get off on beards?
I don't know.
Talking about dirty porn stories.
Military and then grooming standards and hair. And the hair traveled from my head to my back. Here we are.
Grooming standards of which the people that came into the store did not have.
No, they didn't even have, what is this? Not sanitation.
Well, that.
Yeah, they didn't have that. What is the word for it where they have to be clean?
No.
Not be a filthy, disgusting subhuman is what I'm going to call it. But yeah, they didn't have that. Half of them didn't comply with that.
No self-preservation whatsoever.
No, they were disgusting people, and they knew it. And I wish I didn't know it, and I still hate them to this day. And yeah, that was I started that job in college because I was like, our friend was working there. I almost mentioned his name. He's a successful man with a wife and kids. I'm gonna shut the hell up and not mention his name in case that's a part of his life. He's like, yeah, that's gone.
Have we mentioned it before? I don't
remember. I hope not.
If we did,
forgive us. We're sorry.
Sorry.
But
different guy. Different name.
And CW, if you're afraid that we're gonna mention it, we already have. And I'm so sorry. The cat's out of the bag. You worked in a disgusting shithole.
Not the one we did, though.
No, he worked in a different.
So he had a completely different set of subhumans that went in there.
Yeah, he had a different environment. He was way on the other side of town, and we were in the side of town that was very like that place was dangerous driving to in the daylight. I felt this Paducah, Kentucky. It's the idea of Paducah, Kentucky being dangerous is you may or may not be called a dirty word as you go by. But it was like this is a shady part of town, and it's like you go in there and there's no windows, of course, and the buildings just. It's horrible.
I imagine that is like the property line of where Southside Paducah technically starts.
Yeah, that's it.
That's kind of how I viewed and looked at it.
Yeah, you come over I forget the turnpike, maybe it's called. That road right there in Paducah, it curves and you go around all that stuff and then you cross the railroad tracks. You officially cross to the wrong side of the tracks and that south side. Yeah, that's exactly where it was. It was like the little freaking greetings and welcome to hell. Welcome to Southside.
The technical wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah. That's what it was. That's where the mall used to be, is over in that area.
They did have a mall over there.
I'm old enough to have remembered going into that mall right before it closed.
Same here. I also remember asking my mom and grandmother why Santa Claus was at both malls.
Yeah.
Is it the same Santa?
The only thing I remember about that mall was that they had a model train store.
Yes, it did.
And I thought it was the most bitching store on the planet. Of course, I was like 3 or 4. And I was like, holy shit, is this what happened? And I asked for a model train for Christmas. Excuse me, I have asthma. Be patient, I have autism. But, I asked for a model train for Christmas. Just for that store, because how awesome I thought model trains were going in there. And like, just see the little thing driving around, I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I got the model train for Christmas, and I woke up on Christmas Eve, and it was not put together. And I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do with this?
Put it together.
I'm 3, 4. The tracks go in my mouth, is what I'm saying. And I'm sitting there pushing the train around on the ground because I'm like, choo choo, this is awesome. And then I'm like, grandma's like, Dad, you told my dad you need to put it together for him. And my dad didn't want to do it because I don't know what his problem was. He never wanted to put shit together for me, a gift or anything like that.
He's gonna have to learn.
Well, no, it's not even that. I think he gets things for himself and says it's for me. I thought that for a long time. The train he didn't want to put together. And he kept the coolest pieces was the crossing guards because the train would come by and the crossing guard would drop down and the lights would blink. And that was one of the coolest features of the damn train set.
Huh.
And he's like, yeah, I'm going to keep that. You'll break it. What are you fucking going to do with it? It's my model train. If I smash it tomorrow, it's still my gift. What does it matter?
Well, we had one as well that you put the little drops of oil or whatever.
Oh, those were cool.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Come out of it.
I love those things too. I wish I had one of them, but I saw one of those. I was like, that's awesome.
We always had that. It was for me, I guess. I don't know, but it felt like it was more geared towards adults.
Yeah, well, all those model trains were. It's like adults are the only people that'll put it together and maintain it. Kids will be like, yo, let's crank this thing up to 100 and watch it fly off the track, and then it's like, it's just going to break eventually.
Well, yeah. I would crash my train and Hot Wheels together all the time.
Oh, yeah. Putting G.I. Joe on the tracks and hitting them, and it didn't last long, but it was a pretty cool gift. And I still, every time, I still to this day, I'll see a YouTube video of some dude with a model train, and I'll be like, that could be fucking me, right? I need to get a model train. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just going to put this thing on plywood and set it in a room and stare at it and probably never ever use it. So why would I buy a model train? Because I'm not going to build scenery. My hands don't work half the time. So I'm not going to put together like Mount Rushmore for the train to go through. It's just going to sit on plywood and go in circles. And that's not fun. You want to set up like scenery, like you got to make the train go through Mordor and Hogwarts, and have a battle of 5 armies and shit like that.
Yeah, I do remember the one at that mall was quite extensive.
Yeah,
with the landscape and the little trees and model benches and everything.
It had both kinds of tunnels, like the little cardboard tunnel, and they had the flesh tunnel. They'd show you in the back, which is why guys went to the porn store so much to see the flesh tunnels.
Yeah. I wonder when that particular store opened up. I'm not even 100% sure.
That was before. Sorry about that. I'm cracking open a cold one here. It was before my birth. I know that much.
Yeah, it had to have been. But I figured like they go from the mall, the trains, and then they go to the porn store afterwards.
I've been watching a man run a train. I've been watching a man run another train. Creepy weirdos, man.
See what we did there?
I hope you didn't. Jesus Christ, comfort your eyes. But yeah, man, that train store was cool. And again, yeah, I still get the mood like, I want a train set. I want to build a model train. And I'm like, man, I got a tiny ass farmhouse. Nowhere to put it.
I always wanted one, and I'm sure you did too, to go around the Christmas tree.
Yes.
That was
that. Let me tell you, being a poor ass country bumpkin nobody, that was my ultimate fantasy was to wake up one morning and see a big beautiful Christmas tree with the choo choo train, lots of gifts, and that was Christmas to me because that's what the TV told me was Christmas. And I'd wake up and there'd be like a small half tree with 3 or 4 gifts, and there's not a train in sight. I mean.
Why didn't you put the train that you had around it? Because you already had the train, right?
Yeah.
You just should have put that around it.
That tree was like would be on this table in front of us, and it would only come to like right here. No one can see the right here.
You got the Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, I got the Charlie Brown tree for fucking Christmas every year.
Get these shrubs and Viagra. No, we used to go up to Homan's Lake every year and chop down our own tree.
Oh, see, that's a tradition. Nowhere near what I do.
And then whenever we stopped doing it, I got kind of upset. I was like, why are we going to this tree farm? We used to go out and cut our own. We made a whole day of it. We go up to Homan's Lake, and march around out in the cold. And
Yeah.
you're like, well, this one looks pretty good. You know, we got to hang out. Like you said, it was a tradition.
It was a family tradition. It was as frustrating and like time consuming as it was still something.
Yeah.
It was like a thing that happened every year.
And when we stopped doing it, I was quite sad.
I never had anything like that. Like even Christmas itself was like ruined for me by age 6. Like I asked for the Nintendo, like the old Nintendo console and Ninja Gaiden, and then my grandma got it, and then I was like, oh man, I can't wait for Santa Claus to bring this to me. And my grandma was like, what do you mean? You just saw me buy it. There is no Santa Claus. And I was like, well, I guess that's the end of my fucking childhood.
She ruined the illusion, right?
Yeah. And I cannot fathom the spitefulness that has to be in someone's heart to do that to like a 6-year-old. And I'm the person that lived through it.
I mean, if it was up to my mom, she'd be like, yes, Santa Claus is real, still to this day.
I would be fine with that. Man, let me tell you something. If someone loved and gave a shit enough about me to be like, maybe Santa Claus coming this year, and then I wake up on Christmas Eve and there's shit under the tree, like not literal shit, but like gifts.
Yeah.
I'd probably break into tears, like how happy I'd be. It's like I don't give it. We can play this game till the day I die. You can promise me Santa Claus is gonna bring me some bullshit every year, and I'd be the happiest man on the planet.
And I swore at one time I saw Santa Claus.
I did too.
It was a late at night. I was sitting here across the street from where I'm living at right now, at my great grandfather's house, and I'm looking out the window. And I look up and I see a red dot with a white dot behind it flying up in the sky. I was like, well, there's Santa and Rudolph. And then it wasn't until later on I realized Barkley Airport's right across. And that's the flight path they always take.
Don't feel bad. You know how we talked about last week how the heat would kick on and make the trailer pop and stuff?
Yeah.
I heard that, and it was Christmas Eve night, and I was laying in the back bedroom, and I ran over to the window, and I saw a red light blinking out in the snow. So I was like, holy shit, he's here. I looked over, I jumped back in bed, pulled the covers over my head. I was so excited. Of course, it was the little mini Christmas tree in the window with the red light blinking on the snow. But that had convinced me. That was like, yo, he's here. He's real. Christmas is saved. And then I get up in the morning and the same amount of gifts are sitting there as there was. And I'm like, okay, I guess there's no surprise.
My mom still maintains the illusion. She'll wait until the day before, then start wrapping. That way there will be something the next morning when everybody wakes up. It's like, oh my gosh, where'd all this come from?
Well, see, I'd be all right with that. That's okay. Like, surprise gifts is part of the fun. You don't expect anything and it just happens. That's, again, part of the fun of the holiday there. It's like, if you just suck the life out of it, it's like, here's some shit. Merry Christmas.
Here's some socks.
Yeah. Even socks, I'd be like, yo, I wasn't expecting these socks. This is not bad. But it's like, yeah, I bought that for you the other day. You saw me. Here you go, idiot. Go play with your whatever it is. Lettuce Tindo or whatever.
Lettuce Tindo.
I've got to go back to staring out the window and being depressed. Goodbye. And it's like, I hate my life. Is this what life is?
What was one of the gifts that you can remember being like that? Remember the Nintendo 64 kid and he was yelling and screaming? Like, what was your Nintendo 64 moment?
Well, that had to have been the original Nintendo.
Oh, so you're going back to the...
Yeah, I was so excited to be getting that. Even though, again, I watched my grandma buy it at Venture. I was like, holy shit, I'm really getting a Nintendo. Because it's like, yo, she's going to return it at any moment and get her money back. Then when I finally opened it and I was like, there it is. It's too late to take it back now.
To Venture. That's dating us right there.
Yeah, that's... that store was going out of business again when I bought that Nintendo.
I didn't even know they sold stuff like that, honestly. I don't remember anything about that store.
Yeah, there was an electronics department, like in the middle of the store almost. And it was one aisle. And they had like a row of Nintendo games, and then there was like a Nintendo or two down there, and I was like, there it is. That's what I've always wanted. The Nintendo, NES Entertainment System. And my grandma was like, I can't take the Nintendo.
Yes. Yes, please. One Nintendo.
Yeah, one Nintendo, please. And that's what I got. And I got Ninja Gaiden 2, and I played that. And I was like, oh, this is the greatest day of my life. Past that, I don't really remember any Christmases that were like mind-blowing or obliterating. I got those Supernatural playset on Christmas one year.
Supernatural?
Yeah. The little holographic guys.
Oh, with the holographic chest?
Yeah, I got the playset and I got the vehicle for the bad guys, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Playset? I never got a playset of anything.
Well, it was less of a playset as it was like, it looked like a tombstone, and it had a casket in the middle of it, and you could put your action figure in there and turn the key, and it'd flip around with the casket closed, and then you'd open it up, and it'd be a portal to hell, and then the body would be gone, so it'd be like, we sent him to the dark side. And it was just like he just fell out the back, and you saw him tumble out.
Practice your human sacrifices.
Zimbalabindazadoozalakadadadim. And then you turn the key and he dies.
I was jealous of people that had like the Ewok Village, stuff like that, little playsets. I only got the hand-me-down toys.
Yeah.
But they never came with a set. It was always just the figures.
Yeah.
So use your imagination.
When the Ninja Turtle craze kicked off, my grandma did not understand it. Of course she didn't. She bought me like 4 Donatellos. I asked for all the Ninja Turtles for Christmas, and I got 4 Donatellos for the same figure. And I say, Grandma, this is not the Ninja Turtles. She's like, you said get 4 of them. I'm like, yes, 4 different ones. One has a blue headband, one has an orange headband. And I didn't get the playset at all. So I'm sitting there sad and mad as fuck on Christmas Day, like with my 4 Donatellos. And like Danny Smock got the actual Ninja Turtle sewer playset. And I loved that thing so much I started building my own out of cardboard and toilet paper tubes and stuff. And I was like, I've got to have a playset. And I made I took a stick and jammed it in the top for because the playset had like a swing on it where they swung on the power line and you could run them into one another and they do backflips. It was kind of cool. And I built that and I put like string on it and I tie it to one of Donatello and he'd swing into the other Donatello and I was like, Merry Christmas. Look, Grandma, it's a sewer playset. I don't care.
With the 4 Donatellos.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles starring Donatello, and a Toxic Avenger.
Or Mucus Man. What was I can't remember. There was a Toxic Avenger. I think we talked about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't remember the name of Muckman.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the one in the suit. The radiation suit, so he didn't even look gross. He just looked like a guy that was working at a nuclear plant. And I was like, that's fine. And I used him in that. I used him in that science fair project. Set him down there and talked about the cooling ponds at Honeywell. And 20 years later, I worked at the fine place.
Well, I had one of the vehicles that had a pizza shooter.
Yeah, that was a Ninja Turtles. It was like little
van.
Yeah, that thing was awesome.
You put the little plastic pizza discs in there. Made that whirring noise, and you could shoot them out.
Yeah. Danny had the turtle van. He had all the Ninja Turtles. I think he had the Technodrome. He had the playset. Man, he had everything. And I loved that shit. Me and him hung out and played Ninja Turtles like every day. Like there was one summer where we built an entire city out in his backyard for the Ninja Turtles to fight in.
What?
And there's a creek running through his yard, and we used the creek and built a bridge and dammed it up. Then we caught a fish and put it in there. It was fun. That was a good summer.
I was always kind of jealous of the people you go over to their house and saw their toy collection versus what you had.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They must be rich.
All of us out in Unionville were fairly poor. So Danny having all that stuff made him like the guy on the block.
Yeah.
Like Nick had the He-Man stuff. He had the Masters of the Universe. He had the Castle Grayskull.
I had that.
And the other one, Snake Mountain, were you talking to the snake that made a funny voice?
Yeah.
He had that, but he lost half the figures in the creek. So,
as they do in Unionville.
yeah. The creek devours many of things, including some people.
I remember going out to Homan's Lake and finding a Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker out in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lucas was out there and at his grandma's
Uh-huh.
and lost it. I was like, well, look what I found.
Someone's up a Luke Skywalker.
This is someone's minus one Luke. It was the black outfit with the black glove.
Mm-hmm.
And that one was out there.
I didn't know too many people with the Star Wars stuff.
I got hand-me-down.
Yeah.
A bunch of Transformers, G.I. Joes, and Star Wars.
I had a little bit of the Transformers. I had like the Beasticons or whatever they were that were like a bull and they turned into a robot, and one was like a dinosaur. I had a couple of those.
I still got the Brontosaurus one.
Those are cool. Those are cool as fuck in my opinion, because I love dinosaurs, and I wasn't too big on Transformers, but man, the dinosaur playset, I was like, I gotta get me some of that.
I wish I wasn't as old as I was when Jurassic Park came out, because I would have loved to have had all the Raptors and the T-Rexes.
Yes.
The Jeeps. That toy line looked fun.
Corey Raymer had everything. He had the fucking Jurassic Park itself. He had the Jeep. He had like the helicopter. He had the dino damaged dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I loved going to his house and messing with those things. Like, I just be like, yo, I don't understand this, like how all this works, but I love every bit of it.
Right.
It's so cool. And like I had like, well, here's the Supernatural. Here's 3 Donatellos and a super.
We had Dino Riders.
Yeah, Dino Riders. I did have. I had the Triceratops that walked.
Oh.
That was the big expensive one. It and the Brontosaurus were the two big creme de la creme, and I was like, I've got to have that Triceratops because dudes ride in it and they shoot missiles. That's cool as fuck.
Uh-huh.
And I got that. I think that was a birthday gift, and I was pleased as punch about that one. That was a bomb ass day. just a robot dinosaur walking across the floor.
I remember trading some stuff for Dino Riders.
Mm-hmm.
But I never had the dinosaurs, I just had the riders.
Oh, they're like little generic guys with magnets on their feet.
Yeah.
You can stick them to stuff.
That's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
I like you could stick them to everything.
Yeah, and then you put them in the dinosaurs and they'd ride. Oh, man, it was cool. But I had the dinosaur. I had the Triceratops, and I think I had a raptor and a pterodactyl that when he squeezed his butt, he'd flap his wings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Past that, I didn't have the entire set. I wanted the entire set, though.
Oh, yeah. I guess my mother thought I had too many toys, so the Dino Riders was... I mean, I'll trade you one of my G.I. Joes for one of your Dino Riders.
Mm-hmm.
But I never could get the actual dinosaur.
Oh, no. That was a bum deal.
Yeah.
You got to get the dinosaurs. They're the star of the show.
Otherwise, I just stick the magnet feet to the refrigerator and have my guys just
raise their arms. That's all they can do.
That's about it.
Without the dinosaurs, they just raise their arms.
Yeah.
But I had G.I. Joe. I had one of the jets, and I was really pleased with that. I had the jet with the wings that were backwards instead of forwards, and I thought that was the coolest thing. And then I was like, well, I don't have anything for him to dogfight. I don't have a bad guy. And I got a bad guy tank, and I'm like, oh, cool. Bad guy gets his tank blown up. And that was it. That was the only G.I. Joes I had.
Speaking of dogfighting, what was it? There was a plane that had a handle on it.
Yeah.
You stick a guy in, and you put in the VCR tape.
Yeah.
And you try to shoot the little red and yellow blinking squares.
Yeah.
And if you got hit somehow, it'd know.
You'd shoot the guy out?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't have a clue. I do remember it, though. That was a toy I was not privy to because I didn't have a VCR, so it was pointless to ask for the VCR game.
I just remember Great Grandpa had the VCR.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this one figure, one plane, one VCR tape.
Mm-hmm.
and I bet you I wore the shit out of it.
Yeah.
But I do remember the figure having like a hole in the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a clear little plastic chest piece. You could always just shine the flashlight through it.
Yeah. Boop, he shoot up.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't remember what that was. Member berries or I can't remember that one.
I don't remember it. I never had it. It was something like Jet Combat or something like
Nah,
that. I remember Dino Riders. I remember G.I. Joe.
we had fads like that when we were young that came and went.
They were manufacturing those every season of TV. You realize that?
Every show had its own toy line.
It was designed. The shows were designed to be toy sales, basically.
Commercials, yes, absolutely.
They were 12 to 24 episode commercials.
Yeah,
and that's just sad. Because a lot of those shows, I was like, man, I love the show. I'm not gonna buy the toys, but
I did have Pound Puppies.
Oh yeah.
Before I knew that it was a show.
Yeah, I think that one, the Pound Puppies came first, and then they're like, let's make a cartoon to increase sales. Oh, Pound Puppies. They came in the box with the bars on it.
Uh-huh. Even sad eye.
Yeah. I never had a Pound Puppy. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this, man. I'm not just going to sit and hug it all day.
there wasn't much you could do with them other than just sit and look at them.
I'm a child of action. I need He-Man, G.I. Joe, and people to shoot guns and sword fight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hug a dog. I want the dog to shoot lasers.
It seemed like the Care Bears, the Glowworms, the Pound Puppies, the Cabbage Patch Kids. That was all, I guess, like girl geared towards girls.
Yeah.
But I ended up with a bunch of
that. Is true. The Cabbage Patch Kids were like, they had an entire system where you like got a adoption paperwork with the toy and you had the name and a number. I was like, man, that's pretty in depth.
My mom had a bunch of those. I think she sold them off recently, like not too long ago.
Yeah, well, they might be worth something, or may have been worth something.
Well, they were, I guess, during the 70s is when she got these.
Mm-hmm.
And still had them in the box and everything.
Holy shit, they probably were worth something then.
The boxes weren't in good condition, but they were still boxes.
Mm-hmm. I wish I'd had some stuff in boxes. Like, I wish I'd have kept a lot of my Nintendo games in boxes.
I've kept some of the Nintendo exclusive online stuff, like the little Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I've kept the boxes for those.
Uh-huh.
And the controllers. Just in case.
I bought one of those and I played it for maybe 2 days and then I never picked it up again.
Well, all the games that are on it, you can also emulate on the Switch itself.
Yeah.
So there's really no point.
Yeah, no, there's no point.
I got it as a collectible item.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I was looking at that the other day. I was like, I haven't turned this thing on in years. Like, it's just sitting in my living room.
I'm still wasting an HDMI cable having it hooked in. Both of them, the Super Nintendo as well.
Yeah.
I never got the 64.
I didn't either. I didn't get the Super Nintendo. That's the problem, is like most of the games I want to play on those are from like third-party titles like Tecmo and again, was it not Katsumi, but made Castlevania. Konami, that's
Konami.
it. Yeah, like I love fucking Castlevanias, but I bought every Castlevania, and I love them to this day. If a new Castlevania comes out, I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to buy that in whatever console it's on.
That was always the hardest game I've ever played, and I would get so frustrated.
They were ball busters, but they were fun. They were not, well, they weren't fair. I mean, you get hit and fly off a cliff over and over again.
That is not fun in my eyes. Those little floating head.
Yeah, the Medusas.
Oh my god.
But you can get good enough to be like, all right, I can dodge this and I can beat the boss. You can get good enough to beat it. Like the games that are like, oh, it's just not fair. It's not fun. But those are the games I love. Castlevania. I still love Castlevania just for the setting.
There was a cartoon anime series,
and it was good.
Castlevania. I think I remember. I watched maybe. Is it a movie or is it a series? I can't remember.
It's a series.
Okay, I think I watched the first season.
Yeah, the first season was great. The second season, I couldn't get past 2 episodes. I hated it. You know, I was like, oh no, here we go with the freaking diversity and inclusion. You know, we got. It was garbage.
I noticed at the end of the first season they started a hint of that. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was like, this is stupid. I'm done. Can we just get back to whipping Dracula's heads off? Can we just do that?
Well, you don't have to have that as a subplot in every movie, every series, every cartoon, even.
No, it's Josh Whedon AIDS is what it is, and I hate it. I hate Josh Whedon. I know a lot of people are probably like, "Oh my god, I can't." But I hate Josh Whedon. He is writing AIDS. He has put AIDS on the paper, and that's what he's done, and I hate him for it.
The name sounds familiar. What else has he done?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Firefly.
That was short-lived.
Here's the deal. I've watched a couple episodes, and I'm like, I can see why this is canceled. It's not very good. I'm sure I just spoke heresy to a few listeners, but it's really not that good. There's nothing happening in it.
Didn't they try to do like a crowdfunding thing to get Firefly back?
Yeah. I don't know what happened because I didn't like it, and I was like, I don't care.
That's the people that made it. They're like, you know what? You're right. This is shit.
Yeah.
Let's not speak of disagreement.
Joss Whedon has the tendency to write the same character into every single show, and he is the most annoying character you will ever hear in your life.
Like Chainsaw? Wow.
Yeah. It's that, but I call it the Willow AIDS because its original character is Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And she talks like this, and she's out of place, and she doesn't know what's happening. And the dead got up and moved, but not like the dead, but they're dead, and they walk. And she talks like that, and all of her dialogue is spoken like that. And now that character appears in every single Josh Whedon film in one form or another. And it's just this mousy idiot that's completely out of place and won't shut the fuck up. That's the problem. It's like, okay, you're fighting vampires and the undead. Okay, you figure you'd be a little bit more confident and in your depth to be going up with the living dead and not wandering and rambling like this. And then there's a vampire and he was out there and I was scared. Could you kindly shut the fuck up? Can you just shut the fuck up? Just a little bit, shut the fuck up.
I never got any of those either.
And then they created her in Firefly, and they made her the engineer, and she just rambles like that all
Was
the
it
time.
the red-haired girl?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know
completely out of place. Like, you have an entire crew full of professional killers and freaking pilots, and a professional prostitute for some reason. Like, I don't know why a ship needs a prostitute. You figure your clientele are going to be the same 6 dudes for most of them. What's the purpose of this woman? And then you have mousy idiot in the engine room babbling incoherently. And she's like 14 and knows how to fix a light drive. It's like, what is her expertise?
Light drives.
She's incompetent. She doesn't know how to kindly shut the fuck up. And she won't stop talking. Just fix the fucking engine, lady.
Now that you mention it, there was a show with that red-haired woman in it.
Yeah.
And she was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Talking the exact same thing.
Yes.
And it was, I think the show was called Eureka. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was about a science town. And she was like, oh my god, what just happened? Something exploded or a science thing went wrong.
Well, that happened. Oh, I can't believe it. You are literally living in science hell. And you're shocked that an engine blew up or like someone farted and the cloud came to life. Like, why are you perpetually out of your fucking depth? How did you get these jobs?
The mousy, meek.
Yes.
She always looks weak.
Yeah. And somehow she's leading the squad of space marines in the battle.
Oh.
And then we're gonna fight. And I don't know, but there's a zombie over there, and he's dead, but not like dead. He got up and fought, and then I shot him, and did you shut the fuck up? Excuse me, shut the fuck up.
I remember thinking that actually during that Eureka show.
That is what I call Josh Whedon AIDS writing, because that character appears in every single show he has. Like, think of like Serenity, which is just the continuation of Firefly. That character shows up, but now she knows Kung Fu, so she's a badass also. And then it showed up in Marvel. I think he wrote a few of the Marvel movies, didn't he? I know he had a hand in something superhero related. And one of the characters was Space AIDS Won't You Shut the Fuck Up.
I know they're towards the last few of the Marvel movies. It was taking place in space. So maybe he had something to do with it.
Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe. I don't think it was him. I know he wrote Star Wars, and there was a character or two that was like that. I gotta say, I haven't seen a single Star Wars since George Lucas shat out the prequels.
Did you not go see the 7, 8, 9?
I saw the first one, and I was like, I remember I went with CW and maybe you. I turned around to both of you and went, that was just A New Hope. That was the entire plot of A New Hope just with a girl. And I hated it, and I didn't go see a single one past that.
Yeah, a Mary Sue that just gets the powers out of nowhere. She doesn't have to work for it.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden she just wakes up one day like, I can use the Force really good.
Yeah, the greatest Jedis of all time, Anakin and Luke, and passed up by a girl that, sat on her training manual to watch to be able to steer the Millennium Falcon, and now she's the greatest Jedi of all time.
Yeah, she didn't work for anything.
No.
Just, whoop, there it is.
Just magically good at everything. No struggle. No character development. Plank of wood. Welcome, Plank of Wood. Here's your crown, Plank of Wood. You're the best Jedi ever. You've won. Hooray, Plank of Wood.
Well, there was a conflict between her and whatever that dude was.
Yeah.
It was trying to be the next Darth Vader.
Oh. The conflict was, did she queef or did she fart? Who knows?
Both.
Plank of Wood. Save the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Plank of Wood saved the day. She's the best. Hooray.
Best Jedi ever, just because.
I don't like Plank of Wood. You're the bad guy. I'm the good guy. 3 fucking movies. What story could you have told other than that? There's like a million better stories to tell than that atrocious ass goblin dog dragging its butt across the fucking carpet story.
See, everybody blames J.J. Abrams. And he did the first one.
Yeah.
Somebody else did the second one, and then he went back to the third one to try to tie up loose ends that they destroyed in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I didn't watch any of them
because they were like a shit show. It was, and it wasn't a very good story arc. I wasn't pleased with it.
They weren't good. They really, really weren't good, and they was just due to Disney trying to shoehorn.
Like they spent $1 billion on acquiring the property in the first place, so let's run it into the ground and make as much money back as we possibly can.
Well, they had to make a choice. They were either going to make some bad Star Wars movies, or they're going to have to spend that $1 billion on a few Chinese children to torture to death. I guess they made the right choice, at least there. Degenerate pieces of shit. I hate them. I hate Disney. If you want to sponsor us, Disney. I'll gladly say that I love every one of these horror and this diarrhea shit-filled movies for the low price of $1 million.
That's a deal.
Now, I believe you mentioned torturing children, and I was wondering if you knew the hookup.
You are the hookup. That's what happens in the Epcot Center. You didn't know that?
Yeah, the big ball of torture.
The big golf ball looking thing. That's
Gosh. Well, I've been chemically castrated, Mickey. I can't feel mine. Oh, that's right. Oh, God. But tell Maxie I love him. I'm going to kill myself. Alright, slow down.
It's weird to think Goofy got married, had a kid, and then I guess the wife died or whatever.
They never clarified, but all I know is that the Goofy family is a broken home. There's a missing member or two.
Well, if you would look back in every Disney movie throughout history, every mother is dead.
Yes!
Every mom is dead. Bambi's mom got shot.
I was just thinking about that the other night about TGIF, which is ABC, which is another Disney corporation.
Oh.
Every single episode of all the sitcoms on TGIF were broken homes too.
What was it? Full House.
Full House.
No
the
mother.
mom dies.
Yeah.
First episode. Step by step. It's two broken homes merged together. The mom and her 3 kids, and the dad and his 3 kids. The husband and wife of these two is not mentioned ever again. They're either dead or divorced or something. And then there's Family Matters. Steve Urkel, no family whatsoever. You never see his other family except for like the weirdos he played, like Myrtle Urkel, which was just him and Greg, and Stefan Urkel, which was him but cool. But his family completely gone.
Or they just don't care about it.
Yeah, there's like
just get the hell out of the house.
Yeah,
don't come back. Don't bother the neighbors.
And that's one of my favorite shows of all time. I love that fucking show.
I didn't even call it Family Matters. It's always Urkel.
Yeah, it was Urkel.
It's time to watch Urkel.
The first season was Urkel light, and it was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers. Perfect Strangers, by the way, a broken home. Balky and Larry are not married. They're living together. They're best friends, and they're dating the 2 girls across the room. But there's it's not a what do you call it? Nuclear family.
No. Right.
None of the movies or shows from Disney are nuclear family.
Three's Company, that was the guy and 2 women that
lived
together.
Yeah.
Empty Nest was an old show.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you say that, everything was kind of a non-nuclear, like the 1950s style shows.
Yeah.
Like everything changed in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, like all the early TV was except for Andy Griffith. I think that was the first one that had a broken family because his wife or Opie's mom or something's missing the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's dead or just gone. It's not really covered. I don't think.
You got Aunt B to fill the female role.
Yeah.
In the household.
Yeah. And that leaves Andy free to be sweet on random person in town.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever I don't know.
He had a few relationships throughout the show. I do remember that.
But other than his show, I don't remember any other broken homes or atypical families on TV.
Yeah, like I said, in the 50s and 60s, it was always mom, dad gets home from work, and the kids are like, "Oh shucks, Dad."
Yeah. Yeah, it's that even the freaking Addams family was a nuclear family. There's a mom, dad, kids, uncle, cousin. There's a full family.
Grandma that showed up.
Yeah, there was a she's very hard to remember.
Yeah, she didn't show up an awful lot.
Yeah,
but she was there.
And the Munsters, nuclear family. All those shows were nuclear families. Then ABC and Disney got big. And they started, what's funny? Let's, kill the mom or
kill the mom off.
Kill the mom off, make the kids laugh about it.
Now I'm wondering if Walt Disney himself didn't have something against mothers, or maybe his mom died, so he's like, every cartoon from here on out is going to have a dead mom.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was past his time. I think he died in the 50s or 60s or so.
Oh, he's not dead. He's in cryogenic sleep.
Oh.
So whenever they have the technology to wake him up.
And assume his new role as Mecha Hitler.
Oh, did you use that yet? No.
Good.
Put me back in.
The Epcot Center opens up and a giant robot steps out. I'm gonna get all you bastards! Copyright suits and laser guns.
But now, what Little Mermaid.
No mom. Lion King. No mom. Dad dies. Let's see here. What else is there? Beauty and the Beast is basically her falling in love with a mutant rich guy that's ugly as hell and violent.
And they had the Frog Prince.
Now I'm gonna go on a tangent about Beauty and the Beast for that.
What's the tangent?
So think on this. This lady is living in a nice little village with Gaston. Gaston is good looking, he's funny, he's popular, and he only has eyes for Belle. He loves that. All the other women are throwing their panties at him when he walks by, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna hook up with Belle." She likes books. I think that's goofy, but okay. And what does she do? She runs into a castle and falls in love with a rich guy who happens to be a psychopathic giant beast man who tears things up. And now you tell me, did she marry him for his personality? Or fall in love with him for his personality? He is a snarling, raving, lunatic beast. No.
But it's that I can fix him
mentality.
I can fix him. Just get some hair clippers and
Yeah.
get rid of that body hair.
It helps that he's rich. I mean, for every $1 million he has, the body hair falls off a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're combing his back. So let's be honest here. You ain't hooking up with him because he's handsome.
Oh, yeah, and anthropomorphized utensils around the house.
Yeah.
Like, here's a dancing fork, and here's a candelabra, and here's a plate.
Yeah. She didn't run screaming from that because the guy outside is the worst bet because he's poor.
What did Gaston do? Did they ever get into that, or he was just a cool dude around town?
Yeah,
that's
he was
all I
just
remember.
the popular cool dude that was a little bit rude, but otherwise was a decent guy. I don't think there was any big crime that he committed other than being like, yo, I think she's in there getting mauled and raped by the beast. I'm going to go in there and save her. And they kill him at the end of it. Poor Gaston. Gaston was the hero of that show.
There you go. A new spin and perspective on
Yeah.
the movies. I don't remember the end of it at all.
I barely remember the film, but I do remember thinking that. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with Gaston? He's not done anything. He's funny, he's clever, he sings, everyone likes him.
He's built like a shipwreck house.
Yeah, the dude works out. His little toady lackey's kind of annoying, but who cares?
Yeah, but if you're, what's her name, got some sort of security with him, he wouldn't let anything happen to you.
Yeah, but he doesn't read books. Bitch, bees don't read books.
But I guess it's they're going after the bad boy that I can fix him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mentality.
Yeah, it has to be like, oh yeah, the poor guy is not the choice. It's the rich guy. It's the prince. He has a title and station. It doesn't matter that he probably licks his own balls to stay clean like a dog, but whatever.
And it seems like there's always a story where it involves a rich person or nobility, whatever. They always turn into something.
Yeah.
And then they have a redemption arc, and then everything's fine after that.
Yeah. And it's like, what? Well, I guess the lesson is that Beast learned to love and not be so shallow. Well, no, he didn't learn to not be so shallow because Belle was apparently good looking, so he didn't learn a fucking thing.
Yeah.
And the whole point of him being cursed was he turned down an ugly woman or something like that. So the witch made him ugly. The witch showed up at his house and he was like, "No, you're too ugly. Go away." And she's like, "You're gonna be a beast." I'm a man. It's Alex Jones. Turned him into Alex Jones.
Oh no, Alex Jones. Now there was a Mystery Science Theater 3000 where they did an old European fairy tale where the guy turned into a bear.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Very, very vain and egotistical. So that's almost like a Beauty and the Beast story.
Yeah,
which I'm not wondering if that came from that.
I think it did, because that was an old European folktale at some point. I don't remember the name of the movie, but I remember the little mushroom cat man going "Mishka" all the time because that was his name.
Yeah.
I think he refused to give the mushroom man some soup or something like that, and cursed him and turned him into a bear.
And then the little blonde-haired girl that got mistreated by her family because there was no nuclear family.
Yeah.
To be seen. I guess she was not a stepdaughter or something in this case, and then she met the bear guy, and I could fix him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like even Snow White was like, "Oh well, here's a princess. The stepmother doesn't like her. Kick her out. She lives with some dwarves. She lives with poor people for a short period of time. And then the rich man comes and saves her by killing her stepmother." And it's like, well, why didn't you marry one of the dwarves? They took care of you during your time of need. I mean, they were head over heels over for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I'd never stoop so low. I can just eat their porridge and say, I'll tell them to fuck off.
I don't do short people.
No. You're too short. Sorry, Short King. You were wonderful when I was homeless, but now that I'm rich, goodbye.
If he ain't over 6 foot tall, don't even think about it.
Here's the thing about the dwarves. They were rich as fuck. Remember, they had
a
mine.
Jewels.
They had a mine full of jewels.
Yeah.
And they just didn't care about money. I don't even know what they were mining for, because they lived in a house all together, and they go into the mine and work, and then they come back out and they'd be like, "Where'd the money go?"
Did they sell the jewels? What were they making jewelry out of it? Where was the monetary value?
There was never any follow up. They just go to work and sing, and they come home, and suddenly there's an underage girl in my bed. I guess she lives with us now.
That happened a lot these days. A lot of underage, like Little Mermaid. What was she, like 14 or something?
Yeah, fairly young.
And she got married to the prince.
Yeah. And then there was like Cinderella might have been the only one that was of age for the time. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it was a medieval fairy tale,
right?
And she's like, oh, like can't. That's another one. It was like they're all jealous of her, and they're all ugly. And instead of being like, well, I guess I'll just be happy with my lot in life, marry a good-looking guy in town. No, I've got to get my ass in the ball and marry the prince.
Hey, girls, aim high.
Yeah.
To the richest, most good-looking 0.1%.
Yeah, because you deserve it, and everyone else who doesn't is ugly and fat and stupid and old. You've earned that win, Queen. You slept in someone else's bed, and now the rich guy's supposed to take you because you're just a princess. He just doesn't know you're a princess. You've been shacking up with 7 other dudes. You're a princess.
What else?
Oh. There's a few others, but we're at the 2 hour mark.
Do what now? We just got started.
I know.
This
I could do an entire show about goofy fucking fairy tales and where they came from by themselves. And we're at 157, so yeah, we're pretty close to the 2 hour mark.
All right.
And I almost want to start over just so we can do the entire episode about this, but I know better because it's like we got places to be. But man, that was so fun. Hope you enjoyed the porn stories. Hope you enjoyed the...
Yeah, we'll have to dip back into that barrel.
Yeah, we dipped our toes into that one, and the fairy tale one we dipped our toes into, and I don't remember what, truck drivers or something like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have to cough. But anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I'll appreciate all the listeners. Again, if you have a question or a topic you want to discuss, post it in the Facebook group. I'm being serious. Post it. Please. I love you. Anyway.
Thank you. I love you.
Good night. I'll see you later. Thanks for listening.
The Brookport Best Friends from Brookport, Illinois. I'm gonna talk about some stuff and make a lot of noise. We may be funny, we may be rude, but we got the right attitude. Gonna talk about a lot of crap. Hope we make you laugh and clap.